Today we're going to be taking a look at the landmine, one of the more rare explosive weapons in Last Day on Earth. We'll be taking a look at some of the best use case scenarios for it and how not to use this weapon. So first off, the landmine is best used when you are able to predict an enemy's movement path and you are in no danger of crossing the mine because you can set this device off. So here we have a great use case scenario with this Frenzied Giant, and as you can see we did 250 damage to him, and this is a hard mode Frenzied Giant, and we were able to finish him off pretty easily with the AK. Now, landmines are actually extremely rare up until Season 12, and in Season 12 we've seen them added to the reputation rewards and also the Season Pass reward tree. So they are steadily becoming a bit more available. However, if you do want to craft them, they are a bit spendy. As you can see, they require high-tech components, explosive materials, and steel plates. Not quite worth crafting in my opinion. Now, as far as things to avoid when using the landmine, I kind of mentioned this earlier, but even if you don't cross directly over it, as you can see my foot just goes diagonally, you will set it off. So that is something to be aware of. And since this weapon isn't that readily available, I think a lot of people are probably going to be setting these off like I did by accident. The landmine can also be used if you are able to predict where a horde of enemies is able to go, and you can kind of build them up at an area. So I tried to do this at the farm, at this build-up area where you can wall trick, but things got out of hand, but it ended up still working out. So with this being a new weapon, there aren't that many strategies out there on how to use it, so I would be really interested if you have any ideas for use case scenarios for this weapon. So any area where you can wall trick, you could potentially build up a horde of enemies, and then you could trigger the landmine with them. One of the best use case scenarios that I've found with this thing is to use it at Blackport PD. So here we have the grenade trick at Blackport. Not really a trick, but it works very effectively. And if you get your landmine placement right, you could actually wipe out a whole wave right when it spawns at Blackport PD. Here I didn't quite get it right, and a brawler still made it through, but as you can see, this is a very efficient use of that weapon. And that will do it for this quick landmine guide. Hopefully it gave you some use case scenario ideas if you've got your hands on some of these. And if you're interested in more informational Last Day on Earth videos, check out my LDOE log playlist. I've got plenty of other interesting informational topics covered there, and other rare weapons are covered there like the slasher. So thanks again for watching, and as always, have yourself a great day.